Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. As you can see by the title below, this is on episode 6 of ReZero, and yep, guys, guess what? Things have changed for the first episode ever. Subaru has not died at the very end, and I'm not saying I didn't, care. Like, I thought it was cool when these things kind of happen, but if they kept doing it over and over again, we're kind of be like, oh, here comes the ending. Looks like Subaru's gonna die. This time, nope, he did not die. Now, I'm not saying he's not gonna die at the beginning of the next episode, because most likely from what's going on at the end, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be able to survive that. But yeah, now let's talk about this episode overall. It's pretty interesting in just how everything changes up every time. This time, of course, he ends up picking, deciding to live there as a guest instead of work there, which is, because he wants to investigate. Though at first it kind of backfires in the fact that Rem and Ram don't really open up as much as they did in the last episode. Definitely in the last episode you saw a lot of encounters and interaction between Subaru with Rem and Ram. And this one, not so much. Actually, we didn't even see Rem really interact as much with him, just a few times, but she really just walked away. And then it was mostly with Ram, and that was only when they did, they talked about with the whole Ogre story, which is actually pretty interesting, learning about that story and how it kind of, obviously you can see the connection between Rem and Ram, and you can see why Ram kind of had such a opinion of the story and everything, and also why she told him not to tell it to Rem because she'd be mad, because I guess it's kind of like how they are, and how the ogre, they have the same, red ogre, blue ogre, red hair Ram, blue hair Rem, so you can kind of see the correlation there. And you also saw in the last episode that Rem was smiling when they were talking about the demons and everything. So I kind of thought maybe they are demons. Now we're kind of thinking maybe they're ogres. At the very end, I expected to see one of them, but be kind of demonish or ogreish, to which we ended up not seeing that. But I guess you can kind of see that brute strength of her throwing that huge morning star mace thing to chain thing. Yeah, you gotta be really strong for that. So she's some type of demon or ogre, not too sure what yet. Not even too sure if they are both Rem and Ram working, fighting, both wanting to kill him. If, maybe the last time it was Ram and this time it's Rem, or maybe it always has been Rem. That's another thing that it kind of leaves open. Also, is this because are they taking orders from their master? Did he tell them to do this, or are they just doing this of their own reasoning? And if so, what is that reasoning? That's one of the cool things that they left us with this episode, is definitely more questions like, what the hell? You kind of figured it would be Rem and Ram. You could kind of see it happening in the last episode with the whole demon thing, and you just kind of figured who would be the one to kill them. And out of everyone, honestly, it seems the most obvious would be either Rem or Ram. Now, it's a possibility it could have been something else, and that was so obvious that it wouldn't be, but it ends up it is. You see at the very end, you see it is Rem with trying to kill him, and he's just completely like, what? He could not believe it, So that's pretty crazy to see. Like, it just makes you really think, why is she doing this? What are the reasoning? This time he didn't go with her to the the village, and have that moment with her. So I'm wondering, was it like that reasoning? Maybe the last time it wasn't, Ram. Maybe the last time it was Ram that killed him, because it was kind of different in the way he died, kind of. I'm not too sure. We didn't really get to see much of the last time when he died, but he had that moment with Ram, so I wouldn't expect her to kill him. While this time he had more of a moment with Ram, and so it'd be kind of Rem kills him instead. I'm not too sure. It could have just been Rem each time. Honestly, questions up still in the air. But yeah, it's pretty interesting on how he decided to change things up and be there as a guest, and then go and try and leave, and then of course stay and watch to see what would happen. And it seems he didn't get sick this time, so I'm pretty sure the sickness, they kind of hint at that when he talks to Beatrice, that it's possible that someone cursed him or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it was the dog bite. It could be someone cursed him. Who would it be? Or does the mana absorption? Because the only people that can do that is Beatrice and Puck, I think. So no one else can do that. So it couldn't have been that, right? unless it was Beatrice who actually really did it, but I don't think that's what it is either. So I'm thinking it was the dog because this time he didn't go to the village, so he didn't get sick, you know. So I'm guessing the dog was what caused him to be sick, and then of course who had ended up killing him. We still, it's at the moment it's shown to be Ram, but it's a possibility it could still be Ram. And then there's still the question of, is it the master who told them? Are they doing this of their own free will? Are they demons or are they ogres? There's a whole bunch of things up in the air that's really got me. Like I keep saying, like literally, I just honestly from this episode, I was like, dang, I cannot wait for the next episode because the next episode is probably gonna be, I don't know how much episodes this arc's gonna be, but you can already see it like starting to finish off because he now knows who is the killer. So even if he dies, he now knows how. He doesn't know what he's gonna do about it, but he now knows at least who the killer is. So that's a big thing that he hasn't known for the past episodes. So that's pretty interesting. We also, of course, as usual, in between these crazy things that happen, we do get a little bit of the cute, parts between Subaru and Amelia. It was definitely really cute, honestly. I definitely did enjoy seeing more of their interaction together, seeing her laugh at the antics of Puck and Subaru, and seeing her smile. As always, she's cute as always. Seeing her worry about him and everything, that's always a plus. I always enjoy that kind of thing. And also seeing her, get all shy and stuff when he starts calling her Tan because it's like a pet name kind of thing. She's like, oh, okay, you can call me that. And she starts, don't look at me. My heart was literally just like, oh, Amelia Tan, I cannot handle the cuteness, but oh man, yeah. Overall, though, awesome episode. Had a cute moments there. Had some new things with Ram and the ogres thing. That's pretty interesting. And then of course we have him not dying, and then of course finally figuring out who the killer is, or possibly one of the killers, which is of course Ram. So yeah, I honestly cannot wait to see the next episode to see what's going to happen. Is he really going to die at the beginning? Is he going to figure a way to stop her right there and then? Probably not. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to die. But now the question lies, what is he planning? What is he going to plan to do? What is he going to do to stop Rem? Is it just Rem, or is it Rem and Ram? Is it them being told by their master, or is it them doing for some other reasons? Are they ogres or are they trolls? So many questions right now. I honestly cannot wait to see the next episode. Another thing before I end this review, I just remembered, is that the two stories he talked about was one of the dragon and one of the witch, the jealous witch, which is, I'm pretty sure the name of the jealous witch is the name that Amelia originally gave him. I honestly forget the name exactly. Kind of sad because it's only been like several episodes before. But yeah, I don't remember what that name was exactly. But there is a correlation between them, obviously, because that's the jealous witch. When she, he called her that after the first, time reverse thing. She's like, why are you calling me the name of the jealous witch? So, there's something there as well that they hinted at that could be coming up later in the future, in future episodes. So honestly, that's another thing I honestly cannot wait for, because that's pretty crazy to see that little bit thing in there that possibly will be coming out in the future episodes. But yeah, so all I gotta say, guys, once again, another awesome episode. I really enjoyed this one. Definitely love seeing the differences that happened from the last one to this one, and then finally figuring out who the killer is, or one of the killers. But of course, yep, as usual, this always leaves me with more questions, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing that it does, but I'm always just like, oh, let it be next week's episode already. Let it be next week. Let the episode come out already, please. But yep, as usual, we gotta wait. So yep, hope you guys enjoy this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If anything else you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.